snoop in people's cases and see what they actually store in there. This is my case. It currently has a cover on it. I usually leave this cover on when it's like the winter or if I'm traveling and everything. But obviously right now I actually haven't used my case for the last several months.
Because of quarantine.
So I usually actually keep a few things in here.
Like pencils, erasers, but
currently it's actually empty, but I did throw one thing in here, a hot water bottle. This is great when you're in a rehearsal. And for some reason faucets at all the universities I attended, they ran really hot water if you left it on for a little bit. I have a pocket on the inside so you can store music in here. It's not the lightest cover to put on a case, so I just use it when I have to. I use a BAM high-tech slim case in the color white. It kind of stains after a bit, but I cover it all in stickers. Little butterflies. I currently have the straps on it. I actually have not used this case again for several months.
Because of quarantine.
Inside there are 2 spots for bows. I notice if you kind of hold it, your bow will slide past this block right here. So that's kind of annoying. Downside is if you want to carry more bows with you, this only carries 2 bows. So this is my shoulder rest that I use with my violin. It's a Concorfka rest. It's an investment, but I have not regretted this purchase. It has this little nice pocket that actually can come out, which is convenient.
I need to vacuum my case.
I currently have the strings I'm currently using, which are the Sagan Larson, and I really like these strings because they're low tension and they still give a powerful sound. I also have a little notebook in here that I keep records of when I've had things done to my violin or I replace my strings. I have 2 rosins in here. I have the Jade rosin and Andrea rosin. This is the solo violin Andrea rosin. Don't particularly have an opinion when it comes to rosin, but I don't particularly like either of these rosins. Cloth for cleaning my strings off, really dirty. Some pig goop, and I have a practice mute, some extra mutes in here, and because yallies need an extra, trust me, you lose them and then you're like, so I have 2 extra ones and then some extra pieces for my cradle. This little hydrator for my instrument. Currently not in use because it is incredibly humid around here. 2 rubber bands, a screw. This is for tightening my cradle, and then this is for adjusting my Concorfka rest. So a card from some company that I don't remember. You should always have a pair of earplugs. These are Vibes, super discreet to put in your ears so you don't have like those annoying cords. Possibly easier to lose. I sometimes use them when I'm practicing. I just always leave this little thing in my case. Must have.
Super duper duper important.
I have my old sound post in here, and I have the old nut, and I had to get this replaced because my E string was digging so far into it. And then I have my old bridge.
And there's a funny story.
Because it's not really funny to ever break a bridge. A few days before juries, it was my junior year, I think that's when I got this violin. I had replaced some of the strings. I wasn't looking at my bridge after replacing strings.
You should do that, because your bridge could move.
It's a combination of replacing strings and tension and that moving, and also me just taking, I usually cradle it underneath my arm to put the shoulder rest on safely.
And it just slipped out of my hand, tapped on my knee where the bridge was, and then I just heard it split.
And I still have the marks on my violin, and I had to then run and get a new bridge because
you need one. Watch your bridge after you replace your strings is the moral of the story.
If you notice your bridge is starting to tilt or something weird, adjust it carefully yourself and just keep an eye on it. Ask a teacher to adjust it if you've never done it before. But trust me, if the feet don't look like the bottom part of the bridge don't look like they're staying down or something, or if it looks like it's warping,
just beware, you could break a bridge.
That's everything out of there. I have a cloth, and I got this silk bag a long time ago. Okay, so then my violin, it's by Vladek Stocka, is the maker. He's a modern violin maker. I think he's mainly known for cellos or violas. I got this violin during my junior year of my undergrad because I noticed I just needed a more powerful new instrument that could just help me progress farther on playing.
And I love this little guy.
5 years old, little baby. This is the Credle chin rest that I used, and you can adjust it in all different ways, and it's really comfortable. I used to have a significant nerve injury in my left arm from playing the violin, and then I switched to Credle, which really helps me not clench my jaw, helps me keep everything moving. So, oh, I'm currently using this little guy, mute. It doesn't really dampen your instrument that much. If you're playing in a string quartet and everyone has like a significant mute, you will stick out like a sore thumb, so I recommend getting a different mute. It says Spectre mute. So I just like that it just doesn't rattle around. And all the scuff marks are from me because I'm the only one that's played this instrument, really. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it's kind of fun to, I don't know, snoop in people's cases and see what they actually store in there. I hope you enjoyed this video.